back to my channel. Welcome back to Dr. OJ Speaks. My name is Dr. Keshia Uwechue and I'm the host of this channel. Super excited to have you here and thank you so much for joining us today. If this is your first time here, kindly hit the subscribe button, turn your notifications on, drop us a like on this video, and of course you know what to do next, share with your community, because what is the good in getting amazing content if you do not share with your friends and family? So help us grow our community by liking, subscribing, turning your notification on, but most importantly, sharing it. Today's episode is brought to you by B9. B9 is an amazing new fintech company that offers financial solutions to a lot of problems that people face every day working with other big commercial institutions. And you're going to learn a little bit more about B9 because we actually have a full episode that does a full interview with the CEO of B9, and he tells you guys about every product that they have to offer. They actually cater specifically to the immigrant community because they understand what it takes to relocate from your home country to another brand new place where you absolutely have nothing. And they allow you the opportunity to have a fresh start, having easy access to all of the financial commodities that you need to start your journey and to grow your bottom line. So check out B9, download the app, it's available on Google and Apple stores. So I will be right back with today's episode, which is Girls Hangout with Dr. OJ. Yes, I got my girl in the studio with me on set, and today we're going to be talking about everything from women, money, sex. Yes, I said sex, relationships, everything that pertains to women. We're going to be having some very wonderful, juicy conversation today. So stay tuned and I'll be right back. Today is Dr. OJ Girls Hangout Day. Yes, I did. And I have my girl with me on set today, Keshia Uwechue, and she is the real estate hottie. Yes, listen, she is the real estate hottie of Dallas, Texas. So if you're trying to buy a house, you're trying to sell a house, you're trying to invest in properties, everything, you're trying to make some money, period, she got you. All right, girl, introduce yourself. That was just my take.
Hi, I'm Keshia Uwechue, and as she stated, I am an investor-friendly realtor here in Dallas, Texas, and I can help you buy, sell, or invest, or any questions you have, just feel free to reach out to me.
So we're going to be sharing her contact information at the end of the show, so make sure you check her out, follow her on social media, TikTok, you want to check that out, and of course, get with her to do some business. Let's make some money. All right, Keshia, talking about money, that's the first part of our conversation.
Yeah.
Women and money. You know, both of us are entrepreneurs, we're business people, and we met doing just that, right? And we've had this standing relationship consistently almost about 3 years now. Super happy. Is that a typical lifespan for most female relationships, you would say?
Well, as far as my experience, not really.
Oh.
And I do weed out people as well.
So we're doing good.
Yes, we're doing good.
We're doing good. And we keep it 100 with each other all
yes,
the time.
Yes.
And you know, with women and money and business, what are some of your most interesting experiences as an entrepreneur? Tell us some crazy stories. Just one. What the craziest you've seen, like just.
Well, you know, some of the craziness I can't say, but as far as being a woman in business, one thing I can point out is that, you know, being tall, you know, being a real estate hottie like I am.
Why do you say you're tall? Tell them how tall you are. Like literally.
I'm 5'11" and a half. Not not 6'5", 11 and a half.
But when
The
I
half
stand
matters.
next to you, like I'm holding your waist all the time, like I'm like, my friend is so much more taller. Like I know, accept it. I'm the shortest of all the female friends I have. I'm the shortest, and I love that space. I've owned it. I've embraced it. I'm good with it. Let's move on. All right. So tell us, what are some crazy experiences?
So, as I was saying, like, I would say as far as dealing with men, sometimes they will downplay you, and sometimes also to help you if you don't entertain the flirting and so forth. It's like they'll back off. So that's one of the issues I have as far as the opposite gender. But as far as just being a woman in business, we just have to really fight to set our stand and show who we are and what we're capable of. And a lot of times, we have to do it harder because this, unfortunately, is a man world.
Yes.
But yeah, but so far, I mean, I'm pretty good. I enjoy being in business, enjoy meeting new people and people like yourself.
Yeah.
And yeah, I'm just enjoying the journey, really.
So you talked about dealing with men. How about dealing with women? Is it easier for you to deal with women in business or men in business? Because that's a very interesting dynamic that I can share a little bit. But tell us, what has been your experience?
That's a good question. I would say it's like a different, like with men, it's more as, somewhat that sexual. With women, I deal with more the insecurity.
Okay.
Sometimes, for instance, when we're out there networking, as I said, I'm a big stallion. I get a lot of attention whether I want it or not. And if you're not a woman who is confident within yourself, sometimes you might think I'm extra or I'm just literally trying to get this attention. And sometimes you hold back yourself. So, the thing with women, we just have to really support each other. It doesn't,
Yes.
Everyone has a different look, a different style. Embrace it. So instead of fighting and being jealous with each other, that really doesn't get us anywhere.
Exactly. And I think it's a new world today where honestly there's a new awareness going around, and I feel like if you're not in that state of awareness, you're missing out on a lot. Because if COVID-19 and the pandemic has taught us anything at all, is the fact that there is abundance all around us.
Yeah.
Think about how we've had to pivot in business. We've had to really make a lot of changes just to stay afloat, stay relevant, and everyone has gotten creative to doing that. And everyone in some shape, way, size, or form is still finding their own little niche, their own little corner, and their own little people to gather around and sell to or buy from and things like that. So I feel like women are really gaining a lot of energy in that area where we are the new frontier of power. What do you think?
Yes, but I believe in teamwork makes the dream work. But
Yes.
I would say as far as the shift, I notice a lot of women have businesses.
Yes.
We're good at, multitasking, admin work and so forth. So, I think we better team up. But yeah, right now I think I wouldn't say competing, but as far as in the work field and even having financial stability, we're leveling up as far as with the man as well.
We are. We really are. You just mentioned something, multitasking. Let me tell you one thing I learned about multitasking. Not too recently in a master class is the fact that multitasking, even though women take a lot of credit for being multitaskers, it's not a good thing, sis. For real, honey. So with multitasking,
It's overwhelming.
Exactly. The psychology behind it is we pride ourselves as women, as mothers, as business owners in our ability to do several things at once and to get things done effectively. But realistically, you're not really being effective in any of those things if you're multitasking. So I've learned a new system whereby I have my goals, I have my tasks, and I focus on one at a time. And that has allowed me to really be very present. Like for instance, yesterday was my son's birthday, and the whole day was really for him and them, my kids. And I was not on social media yesterday. I had posts that I needed to make, but I was like, it's okay if I don't do that today because today is about them. Today is mommy day, and I'm going to be very present in every moment. It was a full, literally 24 hours with my kids on the road, here, there. Eventually, we had a good time in the evening, but I was fully present for them, and that felt good. Normally, I would have been like checking my phone, stopping to do this and that. So multitasking is not really a good thing. So we're going to really just be right back, and we're going to pivot our conversation from money, business to. She likes it. I love the look. I love the money. We love money. So look, if you want to get with us, you better come correct. Ching. Yes. So we're gonna quickly pivot our conversation to relationships, and I know that that is one topic that a lot of women have varying degrees of experiences with. They're not so good. They're great. They're pretentious. The bad, the ugly, the awesome. We're going to talk about it all when we come back. B9. And you're wondering, what is B9? I know, it's an amazing new app and a platform that promises to deliver wonderful value to not just the general community of people, but specifically to people of color, minorities, and especially immigrants. You know how hard it is when you move from your home country. I'm an immigrant myself, and I relocated to the United States over 16 years ago. And I can tell you that back then, it wasn't as tough as it is right now for a lot of immigrants. I can tell you so many horrible stories that I've heard from people who are trying to immerse themselves into a new culture, into a new system, into a new community, and some of the hurdles that they have to get over in order to become whatever it is that their hopes and aspirations were coming into this new society. B9 is an organization that looks to alleviate some of those difficulties for you financially. And you're wondering what this B9 thing is about still. Stay tuned and you will find out once I bring on our guest, the CEO of B9, and you guys are going to have amazing time listening to all of the value that he's going to be sharing with us today. Welcome back to Girls Hangout with Dr. OJ. Yes, we are back, and now we're going to move into the relationship conversation. So let's talk about relationships. Let's talk about men. Let's talk about, I don't know. These days, there's all manners of relationship, but right here, we do it the real way, the heterosexual man-woman relationship. That's what we're into. If you're not into that, or if you're into something else, we respect your choices.
To each his own, right?
To each his own. But here we're going to talk about men. So tell us, what's the dish like with men and relationships? What are 3 top biggest obstacles that you have encountered trying to date or being in long-term relationships, just based on your experience?
Well, to sum it up, I would say, I've been in like 3 long relationships. Single now.
Yes, I'm single now.
But I would say the conflict that I come across as far as with dealing with men is that, you know, me being raised by my dad, being an only child at the time, you know, I adopt a lot of his mentalities and ways as well. But, you know, being a Jamaican, you know, we're also raised to be submissive. So
being a Jamaican, you're raised to be submissive.
Yeah, like
but you're also a gangster and all that.
Well, we are aggressive.
Yes.
But we still are, like, as far as in our culture, we're still expected to cook, clean. You know, we even go as far as no one else can eat in the house, you know, until you serve the man his dinner. And so, because, you know, we kind of have that British thing going on for us. Yeah, so.
The man of the house.
Yeah, basically. So.
And that's similar. I'm just messing with you, girl, because that's similar to Nigerian culture, though. Yeah, we raised to be too.
But yeah, we are gang though. You know, we will fight back if needed. But you know, I think what happened is that our Jamaican men also, it's just our culture, and it all depends on where you come from. Yes. I mean, you know, you can be in the what they call it, uptown Jamaica, or if you come from the hood, then you know it's a different type of personality and aggression sometimes that you know gravitate to. But as far as with me, I would say my issue is a man realizing that I am a boss, and that sometimes I can lead better than he can in just that particular, you know, area right there. So I mean, but sometimes dealing with what they call it, macho or
Insecurities.
no, I wouldn't say macho, like alpha males and
Yeah,
stuff
yeah.
like that. It's, and depending on where they come from as well, their mindset is, they're the leader and everything they say is
Just
the good
follow
way
the
to
line and
follow
just
the line.
follow.
Yeah, I mean, I have no issue making my man lead, but a man have to understand that I can't follow you if you leading me into a big hole and
There
I
you
know
go.
there was a hole
There
there.
you go.
I can't just walk blindly and follow you.
Yes,
and
ma'am.
I think right now in my life, for me and a man to get along, for example, we following that hole and I say, hey babe, there's a hole there. I've been there, stuff. He
And
has to
sometimes
respect.
women, we see some things they don't.
Exactly. So that's where, the teamwork come in and the less ego to be like, hey, babe, it's good in that area, go ahead and lead it. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Support you. And likewise, when you're in certain areas, then I just back off. I have nothing to say because, us women, we like to have our input in everything. But that's a lesson I learned too. Learn when to shut up. You know what I'm saying? So.
Say that again. You said she learned that lesson. Learn when to shut it.
Yes,
and you know what? We're in our 40s now, and I think that we can honestly say that without apologies.
I'm 25.
Go shit. We 40 looking like 20, okay? We 40 going on 20. So I'm on that age because I know I don't look that age, okay? And I don't feel that age. So, but the thing is, with the experiences we've had, we can honestly say certain things without feeling like, oh, this is gonna put me in a bad light. Sometimes I have to learn to just take some of my Dr. OJ brain and set it on the table like, stop, I'm learning that because I know that men, they want you to have this thing about them where, you caress their ego, you massage them, you make them feel good. And in the past, the younger version of me be like, well, I gotta do that for you. I'm not your mother. Like, please go find a babysitter somewhere else. But now, a more mature version of me is like, that's a necessity. If I'm going to stay in my relationship with this man that I love, I'm going to have to cater to his mental, emotional, every need, and ain't nothing wrong with that. And that doesn't make me less of a powerful woman.
Yeah, it doesn't. And as I said, like, just teamwork, like a lot of us, as far as women, it's just a different gender. And I take this time to learn about men because my next relationship will be the last.
Yay!
But I worked on myself, like as far as my aggressive talking. Not every man is about that life. The guard will automatically go up. And just also being very specific in what I want and what I'm looking for up front with the person, because lust and all that love stuff fade away.
It does.
It's whatever is there that's left, that the underlying thing that keeps it going. But I mean, it's just different genders. Just like women like a man that cater to you and give you flowers and tell you, oh, you did your hair today, or it's the same way with men, just in a different version. They like to let them know, hey, you're doing a good job.
Great.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm proud of you.
I'm proud of you. You know what I'm saying? Come you know what I'm saying?
Now you said come we're gonna talk about Okay, let's talk about some So sex, women and sex. I mean, I feel like a lot of women are still in the closet with sex.
Yeah.
Like when I say in the closet, like they don't fully feel that they're able to express. I know things are changing, like with the sexual toy industry and the adult industry, and now there's a lot more, but still, it's like a lot of women are still in the closet when it comes to sex. How do you feel about sex and just being able to express and vocalize your needs to your partner in a relationship?
Well, you know me, how I use.
I'm
very vocal.
But they don't know you, so I want them to know you.
I'm very vocal. My philosophy is that everything is linked around sex. I mean, you got a cup, a spoon. It's technically sex, but that's another story. But as far as with sex, I mean, you really, as I said, a lot of things we have to really communicate in the beginning, because it's like, I'm the type, some people like, I have a lot of friends that they'll be with their husband or boyfriend and they don't have an orgasm, but they don't tell their husband. because they feel like if they tell their husband,
He's
their
gonna
husband
feel
gonna
bad.
get exactly,
Yeah.
and then gonna think, you know, other negative thoughts and so
Mhm.
forth. But I'm very vocal, like Megan Thee Stallion, what she says. Let me tell you or teach you how to.
What, I don't know. Tell me. What did she say? What did she say? What did she say? What did she say?
He said, what did you say? You the young one, the younger tell me. What she said? Teach me. She said, teach me how. Let me teach. Gosh,
It's okay.
But anyhow, it's basically no. Oh, she said, like me like this and like that, right?
Okay.
So it's
you know
like
she's gonna try to figure that out. This is.
so
my
it's
goal.
basically, you know, do me like this, do me like that, which I totally agree. Like communication, like I want to be pleased, and I take sex very serious. That's why I don't fool around. It's very secret to me. But I like to enjoy it, and I like both of us to explore. You know what I'm saying?
So why is it that women still feel like if I tell my man this is how I want it, this is what I want, these are the things I want to do, you know, a lot of them feel like now he's gonna look at me like I'm a whore or like I'm just everywhere and I'm doing all of this stuff behind his back, you know. But men are not shy to tell you what they want and how they want it. You know?
I think maybe we can try. If a woman is not insecure about her body and stuff, that's a big thing too as far as with self. You don't want to turn on the light, you don't want to turn this way and stuff because of your own insecurities.
Yes.
But as far as, you know, during sex, that's a good opportunity to tell them. You know what I'm saying? If they're at the wrong position or doing something, you can, you know, guide them a little bit.
Yes,
you
nudge
know,
them in the right path.
Guide them in the right path.
Sisters,
and then
you hear
afterwards, and then afterwards you can have a conversation like,
I really like that stuff you did back there, or you think you want to try this later, let's just do this and stuff. All right, you know this is the kind of conversation you can only have with your girls, okay? So ladies, gather around the coffee table and have some real talk about sex, relationships, because it is good for the soul. So we are going to round up our conversation. We're not done, but we just need to kind of bring this home today because we're still going to have some girls hang out. Like, this is so much fun. I love it.
More women discussing.
Yes. So women in friendships and relationships. You know, one thing that I was awakened to last year with the pandemic is after we finally started opening back up gradually, I just had a very urgent need for a community around me. And not just like random community like we've had in the past, like everyone just wants to be everyone's friend just because everyone has something, or someone's your friend just because they see you doing something or they want something from you. I wanted an authentic tribe of women who I could count on, lean on, trust. We could grow financial wealth together. We could emotionally support each other, spiritually elevate each other, mentally educate ourselves to grow and move forward faster together. And it's quite challenging. And why is that so?
You know, I think a lot of people are just not genuinely ethical. They're opportunists, and for instance, you know, when I met you, you had your business, you still do, but you had like a storefront. And we saw it all the time. Many people want to come and use it. They just have an ulterior motive. But as I said, hey, you can use me, but how can I use you? Let's use each other. You see what I'm saying? Win-win situation. So, yeah, you know, that's a whole nother subject I don't like to go in because, you know, I will call people names.
No, we're not trying to call names, kids.
I'll call them out, you know what I'm saying? Yes.
Yes, you will. But that's not what we're doing today because I just want us to be able to understand that it is absolutely possible for us women to be together in our own little, you know, it's like everyone find your tribe. And that's what I found, that it's not really about women getting together. It's about us being intentional about finding our tribe, our people, because everyone has their own person.
Yes.
And I think in the process of trying to find your people, you end up finding the wrong people, and they hurt you. But we don't have to let that just make us so mentally damaged where when the right people come along, then we don't give them a chance.
Yeah, no one is worth yourself, Joy. You know, out of all my relationship, jobs, everything life brought at me, and maybe because I was the only child for like 17 years at one point in my life, I mean, you have to learn how to activate your own happy endorphins.
Yeah.
Whether it's twerking, ladies, I like to do
And
that.
she'll twerk by herself all day.
Oh, yes. Or, you know, taking yourself out. A lot of people, men including women, you got to learn how to date
You
yourself.
taught me that. You told me like, I'm like, I don't like going out by myself.
Date yourself. Learn you. Why would you, you know, first you got to like yourself enough to say, I would date me. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people, would you date yourself?
True.
You know, so it's just certain things like that. You have to.
I like that question. Look, I had to rest on that one. Would you date you?
Exactly.
Because we may be talking about, I can't find a man like, sis, would you date you?
Yes.
Let's move on.
So, you know, in my life, I just really self-analyze myself every year and also people around me, because I don't mind cutting off anyone. Sometimes, you know, you have to grow, and sometimes you have to pluck the weeds out.
Oh, yeah.
So, but including myself, sometimes I might be the weed. So, you know, I definitely work on myself, and yeah, I treat people how I want to be treated. I'm very big on ethics, and yeah, if you wrong me, I will sue you. I'll come after you. I'm that one.
And she will, seriously. And you know, one of the things I appreciate about our friendship is there's no pretense.
No, yeah.
There's no pretense, and it's quite refreshing. Like, she's Jamaican, I'm Nigerian. She's hot-headed, I'm hot-headed.
We both extra.
And a lot extra, but we respect each other.
Yeah.
We love each other. And I think that is the model of friendship that I have taken from our relationship into other female relationships that I've developed, into some relationships that I had to let go because I'm like, it ain't giving me all of these things. What's the point of it?
Yes.
What is the point of it? You know, like sometimes we don't talk for like a month because you're busy, I'm busy, and then it's like right back up where we picked up from, like we never even just stopped talking. Like, you know, so that is what genuine relationships are. So look, ladies, this is for you. This episode is for you guys to really get back into the habit of girls hang out, let's get together, let's talk. And it's always good to be able to talk about the real stuff with your friends. If all you're talking about is, oh my God, you got the latest Louis Vuitton, I'm going to go get the latest Gucci. I can't. I personally can't do that. We need to start having some real conversations about money.
Yes.
We need to start having some real conversations about the things that make us holistically happy: sex, relationships, family. We need to start having those discussions, encouraging each other, giving each other authentic advice. Don't give your sister an advice that you know you're not going to take for yourself.
Correct.
Don't drive her down a path that you know you're running away from. There's no good that will ever come from that, because whatever energy you put out, guess what? It's coming right around, right back to you. So on this Girls Hangout, I am super excited to have my girl Keshaya here in the studio. I hope you guys have had fun.
And remember, if you need to buy, sell, or invest, or just to connect.
Give them all your information, girl.
Oh, so my name is Keshia Uwechue. Should I give you my phone number?
No. Social media, email, website. Yeah, that's what we need.
Oh.
We don't want no weird calls on our phone. Stalker syndrome. There's a lot of them out there.
You know, unfortunately, because I'm a realtor, I have to put it out there, so it's public information.
That's fine. Whatever you want, whatever they need.
Yeah. Oh,
Yes,
were you
ma'am.
gonna cut this section?
No, we're not. It's out there.
Oh God.
We're gonna put everything out there because we want to sell you, girl. Let's go.
I know. With this conversation.
All of it is
Oh
part
my
of the
God.
show. Yes, girl. It's
Oh
organic.
my God. Okay.
You're like, this is Dr. OJ Speaks. This is what we do. Real heartfelt.
I'm like, are you gonna cut this? Let me start
No,
over.
we
She's
cut
like, no. I'm
this
like,
is
okay.
all of it. It's all going in the show.
Okay, you guys. So, I'm Keshia Uwechue, and my fun name is the Real Estate Hottie, because you know I believe as far as you know, as I said, women, you guys, you know, we have kids, we doing the business and all of that, and a lot of times we let ourselves down. So why not be hot while you're doing all of those things, and it makes you feel good. So I'm here in Dallas, Texas. You can reach me on Instagram at IRIEVIBES Realty, and that's Ari Vibes Realty. You know, I'm Jamaican, and I just like to keep a good vibes. And yeah, Facebook, you just look for my name, Keshia Uwechue, or reach out to Dr. O. She know how to find me.
And her information will be below this video, so y'all check her out. Follow her on social media, hit her up for some real estate deals, and I promise you, you'll be in great hands. All right, guys, that is it from us today. Until next time, we will be back. Don't forget to subscribe, turn your notifications on, share this video, like. I cannot stress it enough, like. All right, how many likes did I say? Just keep liking until you can't like no more. But guess what? We cannot do this without you, and we're so excited to bring these episodes to you every week. Until next time, this is Dr. Oyinkansola signing out with my girl, Keshaya.